What's up, Troy?
Happy Friday, Jerry.
Good to see you, man.
Whew, good to see you too, man. Good to see you too. It's been a week.
I'm ready for a good weekend, man.
I'm ready for a good weekend too.
I'm gonna get really fucked up.
I got to hit that thing.
A pretty special piece, man.
Got some vapes to beat up.
Vapor streaming, just what you needed. Glad that you're here.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Troy?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Friday night.
Yeah, man.
Where the day starts with F and it ends with "uck you, bitches." Just kidding.
There you go. Let us have your baby, right? Know what you said the other night? That was funny, man. Let Troy and Jay have your baby.
Oh,
Right in that. What's happening, man? How you doing, Troy? What's up, gang?
I just
been
realized
2
that my
weeks.
screwball was set to 818.
Oh, you had that on the PID for your
I moved some PIDs around, and that was
That's
the
a hot
PID that
hole.
was controlling the hot hole.
That's a hot hole PID right
That
there,
was
man.
almost a catastrophic mistake.
Right.
Holy shit.
I've done that before, man. Oh, you know what else I learned? I went to remember how I broke my banger in the screwball heater a couple weeks ago?
I do remember that.
Okay.
Was it the screwball heater that broke it?
It was the screwball heater that broke the banger for the train, for the terp station. And then I started using the screwball banger, and the screwball banger I put in there, and when I went to go get it today, it was stuck. And I was like, oh, motherfucker, it's actually stuck in there, but it wasn't broke. So I turned it on, and right about 190 degrees,
It
it
loosened
just
up.
lifted right out. I was like, oh. So I'm not doing that anymore. There's no
think-
glass in there.
I think Cal said that the early coils had a different tolerance. So yeah, if I'm sure we got in on like the first versions of all that
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't always pay, folks.
Jerry.
Broken bangers of the early units. Just do a bowl or a dab or something. What do you want to do?
I would love to have a bowl. I haven't vaped all day.
What you're fucking doing, man? You can't vape all day if you don't get high in the morning.
I know.
Like that.
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Almost got it. Almost got it.
Can't get high all day if you don't vape in the morning, Troy. You know these rules.
Yeah. I overslept this morning, so I didn't get to do my wake and bake, and then I had to hit the road. And I packed my Dynavap Uniballer and a grinder and some weed, hoping to like find some time along the way, like with where I was, but it did not work out that way. So here I am, completely sober. I haven't vaped since probably 2 a.m.
Let's fix that, brother. I knew I forgot something.
What'd you forget?
I didn't put on my Troy and Jerry shirt. I'm wearing my Grateful Dead one, man. So we're gonna go with this now.
Oh, do you usually wear a Troy and Jerry shirt on Fridays?
I try to always wear a Troy and Jerry shirt.
Really?
Yeah, it's like what I wear on Fridays, and half the time I have to be reminded. My wife will sometimes, hey man, don't forget your shirt. I'm like, oh yeah. So here I am again. Yep.
I'm wearing my usual uniform.
Right. I have one too many designs in my shirt collection to get it right.
That's something I should have pointed out to you in Vegas when we were in Vegas. I should have had you look at my closet.
Oh yeah, you're right, man.
Because I had like 12 420 Vape Zone shirts all on there.
I'd love to see that. I didn't snoop enough, man. I was just going there to shower, but I didn't snoop. So damn.
Yeah. I completely
That'd be
forgot
cool
about
to see that, man. I wouldn't mind that.
I remember one of my first champs, like Randy or somebody, was in my hotel room, observed it. They walked past my closet. They're like, "Holy shit, dude!
That's fun.
You're not just wearing the same shirt every day."
I thought you just smelled, man. The fuck? Okay, maybe you're fresh.
Yeah, it's exactly the Steve Jobs way.
Is that what he? Oh yeah, that's right. He was doing that shit. I forgot about that.
I forget. It wasn't Steve Jobs, and it wasn't the Facebook douchebag guy. It wasn't those guys that turned me on to wearing the same clothes. It was Michael Kors on Project Runway. You know what that is? So Michael Kors, he was a judge on this Project Runway show, and he criticized one of the designer contestants, and the designer contestant like quipped back about how he was just wearing like a plain black t-shirt or whatever all the time. And then Michael Kors is like, yeah, this is my look. Like, this is, I wake up and I don't have to make any decisions. I just grab my clothes from the closet. Like that means all of my decision making can be focused on the important shit.
Right.
I don't have to wake up and be like, oh, what shirt am I going to wear? Does this go with these shorts? Am I going to look like a 9-year-old? You know?
That over with. Get that over with.
Yeah.
I can deal with that. I started thinking about it too because I don't know. I just started asking myself, like, why do you dress the way you do? What are you wearing? Where does it come from? And there's very little intention. So I like that what you have it has intention. You know what I'm saying?
What dabs did you grab, Jerry?
I've got I've got my daily stuff here that I'm hitting. Just hitting my daily. But yeah, let's fix this sober shit. Are we dabbing or flowering? Because I'm ready to go.
I mean, my screwball is finally at 570, but I worry that it's still too hot and I don't want to combust since I haven't smoked all day and I just cleaned my bong. So no combustion. Let's have a dab. Also, when we were talking the other day, you pointed out how you've been using your phone and your Dr. Dabber app as like a console just to watch your temperatures and watch your device as you're dabbing. Can you elaborate on that? Can you talk about that? Can you do a dab and tell us what you're seeing on your phone, what you're using your phone and Dr. Dabber app for? Sounds neat.
Yeah, man. I dig it, dude. It's kind of like my co-pilot. Let me get you on the right setup here. I had this set kind of like about like that is where I think we're gonna go with this. And let's see here. Okay, good. We're ready. So yeah, they got this app for the is everything in does everything lit up? I mean, is this in view? Is this good?
This actually looks really fucking good, dude. I can see your phone screen, I can see your switch, I can see my beautiful face. Is your phone recording its screen as well?
Not yet, thank you. So let me do that here. Booyah. So this yeah, you install this LabLink browser right here. And it's a Bluetooth browser. There's several out there, but I just went with the one that they suggested because you know it's going to work, right? And you put in the address, and then it just always goes to this. I absolutely love it. So you turn your switch on over here, and you'll see the lights kind of coming up here a little bit. And then you hit launch, and it's always been seamless, Troy. I've never had any problems. It shows up here. You just hit done, and then it launches the sucker. And now it's going to check in and show you basically what I do here. So like you can see, you can name your switch. I named mine up here. I gave it a new name, Switchstones 2. And then you've got your power here. I've got 54% left, 71 degrees Fahrenheit right now. That's not the outdoor temperature. That's the temperature of the dish at the moment. And then I've logged 204 dabs. And then down here is where you get to fuck with shit. So if I were to just press to heat right now, that's like pressing the hit button down here.
Oh, you can do it from your phone.
Yeah, I can initiate heat right there. I can change the temperature right here. And then down here, you can swipe. And now I can change the temperature setting by going in here and picking one of these. This is 520, but I changed it to 516 for you, Troy. The yellow on mine is 516, not 520. Fuck that shit. I always hang out pretty much on this cyan. I really like it. But you can come in here and change the temperature. Like I could click this and then hold it. And now you can fuck with the temp and make it anything you want.
So you can customize your actual device settings from there.
You can customize every temp. You could have 5 custom temps if you want.
Can you swipe back to the left?
Like that?
Yeah. Okay. So here, when you change your temperature, you're just changing the actual temperature. Does it change the setting here too? Like before in the last screen, you changed the cyan mode to 516 or the yellow mode to 516.
Right.
Here, if you change that 516 to let's say 510, is it now in like just a custom temperature mode, or did it now change that orange setting to 510?
Let's see. It's at 509 right now. Okay. I'm gonna turn it off. And then I'll turn it back on. And let's see if it is back at, I said 510, right?
509.
Whatever it was, yeah. If it's not 516, we know. So it remembers the setting that I put the last memorized, the last.
That's
of the
cool
5 settings.
because that means that this setting is just for your next dab. So
Correct.
you can set this to like 489 or whatever, and it's not going to fuck up your settings.
Correct.
Beautiful.
And then over here, you've got your heating profiles. And so you can pick steady, ascent, or descent, and you can see it change over here. I have fucked with all of these. And, steady is what you normally get on a rig, where it just runs up to a temperature or a voltage setting and just stays there. And sometimes the temperature will climb if they're doing voltage. And then they have ascent, which hits the setting that you pick and then climbs from there. So then it gets too hot for me. So what I figured is, I got to pick a lower temperature. So if I like 516, I would go down to like 430 and hit ascent. But what I found, Troy, is that with ascent and steady, that's where you start to get some chaz. With descent, I never get chaz. Cleaning's a breeze, and I just love the fucking dab. So that's the setting I'm at right now. And then I can either do press to heat now, or if you go to the third one here before I get there, you can change some stuff like the light modes.
Neat.
And so you can fuck with those. And then you can also, what's important is change the hold time. And I did. Here it tells you right away. If you fuck with this and go longer than the 30 seconds or whatever, you'll drain your battery. I said, no shit, give me 90, please. So I go as long as I can. I like to drag my shit out, man. So anyhow, what's cool is let me load it. I was about to get started with an empty rig here, man.
I'm gonna hot drop.
You want me to hot drop it? Sounds good.
Well, I mean, I'm going to instead of cold dropping.
Okay, well, let's do that then. This is great to hot drop with because you know where the temperature is and you can get an idea of when it's time to click the little melt on this fucker. So
that's actually pretty neat.
So I'm going to do press to heat, and it comes down to here, and now you can see that it's climbing the temperature here and there, either place. And then the 90 seconds will start to count down afterwards, after it gets there. So I'm going to, at 516, I'm probably going to click this at about 400-ish. Because this stuff's been sticking lately. I just clicked it.
Okay, that looks like resin.
Oh, God damn it. Now I'm just fucking up. Because I couldn't get my my settings right here.
Off?
Yeah. Yeah, it was off and I was doing all that shit. So anyhow, now it's ready to go. And you can take a look at that.
I hot dropped before it was hot. AKA medium lukewarm drop.
Kind of dope. I can keep watching this and see, like, I'm now down to 492. You can see the temperature dropping.
Interesting.
Anyhow, I dig it, man.
Oh, first dab of the day is Ein Day. Yeah.
Oh. Troy's in the house, folks. So I'm not going to make it to 90. I'll just stop it. Stop the heating. And then there you go. It's still connected. You can monitor the temperature. It's just chilling. That's all she wrote. I'm going to go ahead and stop the screen record on this. You good for that, Troy?
Yeah, man.
All right.
That was neat. So how do you get the app on your phone? You have to download something different? You have to scan a QR code or something?
it's Lab Link browser. It's this thing right here, and it they tell you when you get the thing. I mean, it really was a piece of cake, bro. Like when you get the Switch, the instructions tell you how to work through it, and I've dicked around with all of the, as you have as well, all of the Bluetooth browser workarounds that everybody's done. PAX has done it. Stores and Bickle's done it. There have been maybe one or two others, and they're okay. I mean, I acknowledge the challenge that they have. This one works exceptionally well. I have had zero hiccups, and I definitely recommend. Like, there are other Bluetooth browsers. I did not try any others. I have them on my phone already for the other apps, but like I said, I like to go with what the manufacturer recommends, and this works so well that I was just like, I'm not going to try their shit. Fuck all that. So anyhow, there you go. I like it. Are you bringing us back to normal over here, man?
I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm sweating.
You're Einbaying, baby. I love it. Let me get his back. Oh, you got it. Perfect.
I got the sweats, Jerry.
You got them Einbay sweats. That's beautiful, man. I love it.
Where did my paper towels go?
Oh, that's good, man. That's good.
Damn, dude. That was a righteous dab right there.
It's a righteous bra, but it was.
So, Spanibus was last week or the weekend or a few days ago.
Yeah.
That was the last one in Barcelona. Did you know that?
I did not. Where's it going to be next year instead?
Mike Birbiglia, Biblio, Bergio, Bigio, some other fucking town that I don't know in the north part of Spain, the mountains.
Oh, a little town, not something big. Is that right? Some little small town nobody's heard of, or that we haven't heard of anyhow?
Bilbo Baggins, Spain is where.
Oh, Baggins, that's it, baby. Okay. Donde está la biblioteca? I know that one. I don't think anybody's asking for that anymore, but way to go, Ceci. That's what they taught us. Where's the library? You know anybody goes to the library anymore?
I drove by the library in my hometown last night while doing some Google Maps.
Right on. Okay.
Bro, it was so weird. Like I drove around my town in Google Street View, and I realized that like where I live, I grew up on the edge of town, and there was like these 3 dead end streets. I remember when my street got curb and gutter installed, and they were supposed to do like the next 2 streets over as well, like later that year, and they didn't. And everybody in the neighborhood was pissed because we got curb and gutter and the other streets didn't. The other streets had like gravel sides, and the city was like, oh, we're going to come back in the spring and do it. It's still not curb and guttered.
They ain't doing that, man. Fuck that noise.
I drove by it last night. It's Google Street View. I don't know.
How long's it been now? How long's it been?
Dude, I mean, I was probably 12 years old. Because I remember how it fucked up my bike ride because they came in and they did curb and gutter, and then they changed the way the street was paved. It became like pea gravel or something like that, and I could no longer skateboard on the street after they did that. And my bike would fling little rocks everywhere.
So that's a 30-year delay so far.
Dude, at least.
This is hilarious. I love it.
Yeah.
That's ballsy, man. I respect that shit, man. You know, it's like, nah, we'll do it next year, and then just fuck it. Nah.
No, we won't.
Nah, I spent the money already, man. Too late for that.
They probably spent it on weed. That's what I would have spent it on.
Fuck yeah. Coke horse.
I hate to do this, but I need to clean up the rim of my drop. Come on.
Yeah, dude, you got to have a clean rim.
Can we get a motherfucking moment of focus? Come on, bitch.
There you go. Look at that nasty rim.
It's got so much rosin on it, Jerry.
Yeah. Putting
So
rosin
much
on your rim.
rosin.
You're rosining up your rim.
Sloppy jar dipping is what that is.
That sounds divine.
Is it the smiley face that's fucking up the focus sometimes?
Oh, I
face?
don't think so. I think it's your face.
Hey, I was born with this face.
I'm not saying it's a bad face. I'm just saying that that's what the camera wants to look at.
Oh, okay.
So I guess I'm kind of with you on the whole thing. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Makes sense. I need to hydrate a little bit, man.
All right. I need to vape some weed.
I'm doing pretty good after that dab. I'm just getting rid of the sweats right now.
Yeah, I didn't do any iron base, so let me catch up with you, man.
Oh yeah, you were dabbing some resin.
I was dabbing my all day, whatever it is. It's just like sauce. You know what I mean? It's some diamondy sauce. You'd have loved it years ago.
Sure, I would have.
Oh yeah, I got to empty out this so that everything that we use in our test coming up is consistent. So let me empty the grinder because this shit in here has got 2 different grind plates going into it, and I can't have that shit. That one we're going to get all scientificer.
Damn straight you are. We are.
Be some lab rats tonight.
I deleted something from our outline because I got ixnayed, and I forgot to tell you.
What's that?
It's gone now. So
okay, so I don't care. Don't worry about it.
If I tell you, then I'll be spilling the beans and something I'm not supposed to say on live on the internet.
Don't even bother, bro. I don't even remember. You did great. You got it out of there before I even realized it was gone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me put down this bowl. Anybody want to do a bowl with me in the chat?
What vape is that? What are you doing?
A screwball.
Oh. Well, I want you to do a screwball bowl. Did you already pack your bowl?
Just did. I'm trying to get rid of this weed. Like I said, it's 2 different grinds. I don't want to use it for what we're doing. So
because I want you to do an experiment with me.
Yeah, I want to do it too. Are we going to control the grind?
Yeah.
So this is an uncontrolled grind. I need to get rid of it.
Oh yeah, we'll get rid of that.
Yeah,
I'm
trying to
look the other way.
I'm stepping up to Imbe levels with this, so you're going to wait for me to catch up to you.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll look the other way while Jerry vapes this. Nobody look. This one doesn't count. This is Jerry's Frankenstein CBD bowl.
And we get to dab.
What?
Yeah. I've got a new PID. This is on a new PID. It gets better. This is awesome.
Jerry.
Sorry, man. Look, it's smoking. It was a cherry. This fucker cherried. You know what's funny too? Is I literally like today, as I was getting ready for this thing, I was like, it's been a long time since we Pinley dabbed. We're really good, man. We've been dabbing. I mean, you know what I mean? I was like, fuck, and here I go.
I caught mine.
Bro, this fucker's still going.
Yeah, you got a fucking
fire.
You got a fire in there, dude.
See that cherry? You can see the red in it. See it?
Yep.
Did you combust?
Did you combust?
Did you combust?
Did you combust?
I combusted. I did. I just fucked it up.
Time for you to bend the knee.
Penalty dab. The combustion is strong in this one.
Penalty dab.
Penalty dab.
Try it, Jerry.
Ooh, whoa. Whoa. I went to clear the bong and it had smoke in it. It's gross.
You smoked, but you inhaled all that nasty smoke. Well, good job, Jerry. I suppose you need to clean your shit now, and then we're gonna come right back for a screwball challenge because I got a topic I want to talk about. But clean your shit. Let's get our dab going.
What do you mean clean my shit? Like, what do you want me to do?
I mean, you're gonna have to clean your bowl. And do you have another bong you can use, or do you got to clean that one?
Bong, man. Here, I'll break out. This. Got my Troy bong. But I do want to clean this. I need to spray tech this fucker.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
That taste is disgusting. Shit. Oh,
Damn. What?
can I do a little PSA here for everybody?
Would you call me?
Public, can I do a PSA? Or is it
Yeah. Oh,
PSA?
yeah.
Public service?
PSA.
Yeah. So,
I thought you
these
called me a pussy.
these cannabis infused drinks that are out there,
Oh, look!
Right?
That is an awesome looking bottle and label. Holy fuck!
right? It's so awesome looking bottle and label that I ignored the high price tag, which was 4 times the price of edibles for the same amount of thingamajigs. Because I could drink this whole thing and not get high. I know that. However,
How much was it?
my PSA is it was $65. It was like a real premium bottle of liquor, and it's 125 milligrams of THC. That's a
Oh.
fuck ton of money. It's like there's no way you get the whole thing. There's no way that you could spend more per milligram on this. Like this is living large, and I'm telling you now, it sucks. It sucks. It smells wonderful, and it tastes like Proxy Reclaim, and I know what that
Probably
tastes
is.
like.
Probably is.
Oh, I couldn't believe it. It didn't even have a floral taste. It didn't taste like vodka. It had that distinctive fucking Proxy goo bite that's nasty.
I bet that company. I bet that company watched that episode where you had all your like 11 grams of Proxy Reclaim in your Proxy, and then you mixed it with some vodka and root beer or whatever. I bet they were watching that whole episode. And they're like, "Hey,
All right, yeah.
I got Reclaim coming out the ass."
Right? Fuck those guys, man. I've got my Proxy has about 2 cases worth of this shit in it in its raw form.
You heard it here first. Jerry says, "Fuck those guys.
This stuff sucks.
This
I'm
stuff
really-
sucks."
I took a shot because you can do that. So just take a shot. I'm like, who the fuck would shoot this, man? Like, there's nothing masking the flavor of Proxy goo whatsoever. Nothing. Oh, it was disgusting.
So what are you gonna
mad.
do?
I'm gonna tell everybody not to buy that shit. Here, let me be the $65 loser in the group.
Bring it up again and make your fucking anti pitch. Tell us how bad it is.
Awful.
Let's hear your rant. Come on. Like
Yeah, but
you gave us the long story about going to the store and
Yes, I did.
like, but I want the 30 60 second vertical YouTube short of
Okay,
you
ready?
calling this shit out for
Ready?
being donkey ass or whatever it is. Horse piss.
All right. Go to your liquor store and get the latest cannabis infused drinks. They look beautiful, they smell good, they cost a lot of money, and this one sucks ass. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't give it to you. I would rather take a spoonful of goo out of my fucking Proxy. This is awful. Boo.
6 out of 10.
What's a 6 out of 10?
Your rant.
Oh,
Like I was
my rant. I'm sorry. I was on the spot, man. I didn't expect
maybe practice next time. It's all good.
maybe. Okay, maybe I will. Dickhead.
Oh, Jerry, we're having 2 dabs. I wasn't even planning on having a dab in this show tonight, everybody. And then Jerry was like, "Hey, let's do this switch
showed
thing,"
up.
and I'm like, "Hey, okay." And then that's why the show was late because I had to clean my switch
Right.
and go find my Iron Bay in the fridge. Hide mine with butter.
See here, ginger beer gets me. That's how I feel, dude. I taste it. Like I still taste that shit. I took a shot of it earlier today. Ugh, I can't get that out of my head. It's awful. Dickheads.
It's Jolly Roger jizz, the Proxy goo.
Ingredients on this shit, Troy. I'm sorry I didn't say this earlier. You ready? You ready? This
What?
starting nice with distilled water. Natural botanicals. That's what smells so good. Natural hemp extract. That's what tastes like ass. Potassium sorbate and citric acid probably is preservatives, not helping me with the taste. That's it, man. That's what they're bottling and charging ridiculous amounts of money for. It looks great. It's going to look good on a shelf. In fact, I'll probably put it on my shelf. If I have a don't buy this product shelf, this will look great on my new shelves.
I think the Twitch algorithm detected that you were advertising something, and it gave us the little advertising.
Did we?
That's what somebody says in the comments. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, we're advertising about it. All right, don't buy that shit. Jeez, that was awful, man. This is a great idea. Use it as bong water. I love it, Terp Tickle.
All right, Jerry, let's do this dab.
Yeah, let's do that. I've got this clean. Let me pour some water in this to finish the process.
We're pulling out a crazy new Dynavap tonight that I haven't even fucking tried yet. And we've already combusted once. We haven't even tried the new Dynavap.
Oh, we are in for it, folks. Okay, I'm now back in the game with a nice clean bong. I've turned my PID from 600 down to 525. I feel like we're good to go as far as not worried about that. But you're right, we got that other shit going on. But right now, what are we doing?
We're doing
we're
our penalty
dabbing
dab.
again. Okay. Here's my stuff. All right, guys. We already saw the penalty dab jingle, so now we got to catch up. Who's DM with us in the chat? Seatown Hayes is there. Sussy, I know you're there.
All right, I'm firing, Jerry.
Are you? Okay, let me
Yeah.
turn mine on. And then I'll turn mine, and then I'll fire mine, and then I'll scoop my dab. But don't forget to turn your fucking thing on, because that's where I always fuck up. As I get there, and I'm like, push a button, nothing happens.
I don't turn mine off, but it has fucked me up when it's been off before.
Right.
I am pretty fucking high from that first dab already.
Bro, you're about to be gone.
I know.
This fucking thing. Did it again. Thought I had it. I'm not turning it off this time.
Oh, wow. It's such a different flavor profile.
What'd you change?
I hot dropped it. Like it was ready.
Oh, right on.
And I also hot dropped it from like 3 inches.
Oh, I'm starting to get high now.
We need to go to Vegas soon to re-up on some more Iron Bay.
Yes. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was nice. How many people have dabbed with us now? Twice.
Yes.
Win the show.
Huh? How many? Say yes, me, whatever.
Oh.
Who's riding with us tonight, man? Who's riding?
Who's riding along? Who's riding dirty?
Growing Vaping is Sean of the Bits, Hugh Janus, Terp Tickle, Barra. Maybe. Come on, Sussy, get in there. Babyface is just doing flower tonight.
Did anybody make it riding along through our entire 4 hour and 20-minute stream when Jerry was here?
Yeah, how many of you guys watched that whole thing?
Because if you made it through that one, you're a professional. You should consider a career in getting high all day.
That's true. That's true. Chocolate Milk's there with us. Crumbs, Gabe, Barra. Micronome always is. Ford, Northern High.
Oh yeah, I've been using the dab sponge for the Switch lately. Not all the
How do you
time,
like it?
but when I'm at my desk, I've been using it. I fucking love it.
Do you
No
go
more.
in dry or squirt or what?
I go in semi-wet. Like
Okay.
what I'll usually do is I'll make sure that this is clean on a paper towel and spray it. But then I wait for the dish to cool, like probably 10, 15 seconds. I don't want to put a bunch of alcohol in there because I'm really scared of cracking that sapphire dish. So I wait. I don't want there to be too much sizzle, but usually I get a little bit of sizzle. Move over sizzling. My favorite color is green.
What?
Well, the sizzle means that it's hot on it's super hot. So it's probably like 300-400. I don't know what type of temperature range.
You should use the app for this, bro. You'd love it.
Right. That's actually why I was asking about the app thing earlier. You know,
I could have cleaned it with the app still connected. We should have done that.
that's true. That's true. Anyway, well,
So you go in with a moist sponge. Do you spray
Yeah.
the dish or no?
no, I don't. Not with a sapphire. I'm scared. I have. If it's confirmed cool, I can. But no, I usually just spray this, and then I come back out and I kind of squeegee it on a paper towel to get the oil onto the paper. Like the paper towel, the oil goes to the paper towel instead of this. So this is like super easy to clean. It's like one roll in the paper towel, and then I can go back in, check it again, and I can see like when it's cleaned.
What do you do in the paper towel? I just pinch it. You roll it. What do you do?
Yeah, I kind of like I smush it and roll it. I mean, the edge folds so you can't see, but yeah. So I smush it
That's
in
cool.
and twist it. That's how I had a blowout. I got a little blowout here.
Yeah, I have one of those too.
This is my
All right,
first
so-
blowout.
So you just go in and swab it once with a moist, or do you go in again, or what?
Yeah, I do it a couple times until it's clean.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I can usually tell it's clean because the ball will roll around on its own. Like when I move it, the ball isn't stuck to one side.
I'm going full baller mode with my mothership cap and my opal terp pearl in here, man. I love it.
So you got the little bitty terp pearl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too small for me. I like the wobble as I'm hitting it. I like feeling my switch like wobble from that big ball in there, moving around.
See, I think that's cool. My problem is I don't like to pull that hard. So for me to enjoy the wobble, I'm not enjoying the hit. So I've trained myself to not give a shit about the wobble anymore, and I just go for my speed. If that makes sense. So
Interesting. See, I like hitting it fucking hard.
I know I don't. Trying to get shit where I don't have to hit it so fucking hard.
All right, Jerry. I got a
Yeah.
challenge for you.
Okay.
Over the last week, I've had probably 14, 15 grinders across my desk. I've been doing like really heavy reach tests on grinders, trying to work on my grinder content. And I didn't expect it, but something stood out to me. And it's not a new thing, but it as I had all these different grinders on my desk, they all have different grind consistencies. And I was using the same vape with them. I was using the screwball or the ace or the universal baller and the pinch hitter bowl. And something became super obvious on the coarse grind. And it was that the coarse grind didn't satisfy me anymore, and I would have to hit it twice to finish the bowl. Same vape, same bowl, same temperatures, just different grind consistencies, even the same weed. So I want you to pull out a coarse grind and a medium fine grind, and like your screwball bowl. And I want to weigh the differences between the bowls, and I want to share a bowl with you of fine and coarse, and just cross compare notes on the differences between performance.
I love it. That, and we'll weigh the bowls before and after and figure out which one had more of a percentage vaporized and more of a total vaporized, because that'll be kind of cool. So, all right. So,
well,
yeah, well, that's cool. I mean, I'm just sitting here high as a kite. We'll do whatever you want, man.
I bet you are. All right. So I want to start with a coarse grind. And the ones where it really stood out to me, like basically I was doing grinder reviews for the last month, and a couple of grinders, I was like, I like this grinder experience. I like this. I'm not even gonna pull names. The 360, the Stash 360 grinder. Like, I really enjoyed that experience with that silicone top. I'm like, this feels amazing. This is the first toothless grinder that doesn't feel icky and wrong.
Right on.
I don't like it. Doesn't feel like it's mutilating and molesting my nugs. It doesn't feel like my nugs are just smearing around and rolling and tumbling. Like that silicone top, the way it like chews in and just like holds the nug, hugs the nug, and like massages it through the other nibbles. I love the experience. But then every time I was vaping it, I fucking hated it. Like, it just didn't vape. Like every time I'd pack a bowl, it didn't pack on my bowl right. Didn't fill my bowl evenly. It's like the chunks were in a size to my bowl ratio where they just like couldn't fill it evenly. You know what I mean? Like the holes left were bigger or smaller than the chunks were.
Right.
And I would have to hit the bowl twice. And that was why that grinder didn't win the reach test. But then switching it up to like the fine grind. Ooh, anyway, let's just do it. Let's start one out. I'm gonna use the Brilliant Cut course for my course, or the Phoenician. The Phoenician.
I'm using the Brilliant Cut coarse and fine plates. Because what I love about this grinder and all the plates is it takes away the inconsistency factor. So we can really compare different size grinds instead of a coarse one that also has a bunch of fine bits coming through it. So I'm kind of stoked about this, man, because I haven't used these plates in a minute, and this grinder's excellent. So all right, let me see. Let me get my did I put that weed away? No, here it is. I'm doing some carbon fiber tonight, so that's helping me keep up. Okay, so we want to weigh when we load the bowl, correct? Like, we don't care about how much we grind here.
Right. You want to weigh your bowl and then tear your bowl out.
Yeah.
We're gonna weigh before and after as well and compare
Exactly.
to see how that affects. So yeah, I'm gonna go with since you're doing the Brilliant, I'm gonna do the Phoenician. The Phoenician is a coarse grind as well.
I'm gonna go ahead and get to grinding, bro. We should play a song.
We should play the original,
right? Let me go in there.
All right, I'll wait to grind.
We're looking for this one.
Hello, this is Betty White. You need some time to grind.
All right, we're gonna hit this thing here. Is that what we're gonna do?
You gotta give me a moment. Now I gotta grind some shit.
What strain you got?
Pink strawberry gelato.
Now I gotta grind some.
I just pulled out a nug, dude.
Now I gotta grind some.
Now I gotta grind some shit.
Let me grind one up.
been turning this grinder the whole time, and I could probably pack my bowl just from the weed that's stuck in the teeth.
I did run into that problem with that grinder too. I do not like it when a grinder doesn't allow the herbs to just fall through. Like you have to sit there and get it to goddamn
Like, let go of my
shake
weed.
and jangle and yeah, fuck all that, man. That stuff drives me bananas. Bananas, I tell you.
I went right back. Went right back to the same spot. Yeah, look how coarse this is.
That's pretty good and coarse, man. This is what I got out of the Brilliant Cut, and it's not very coarse, but it's consistently like it's coarser than what I'm going to get out of the fine one. So I know I'm going to get a difference there. But that's...
Interesting. All right, so I'm going to weigh my bowl and tear it out. I'm using the pinch hitter bowl, so this is my bowl empty.
Okay, very good.
And I'm gonna fill it up after I tear it here. All right, so the bowl itself weighs 38.74 grams.
I got to tear my bowl.
God, it's even hard. It's hard to pack with the coarse grind because it like tumbles out.
True.
All right.
So do we care? How much are you put? How much should I pack? That's my question.
All right, this is not right. Mine says that I just packed 2.39 grams into the bowl.
That's funny. Sounds like you lost your tear or something.
No, it has the tear. Oh, no, it's got all right. 0.07. 0.07 is what's in this bowl.
All right. I'm trying to get to 0.2 in mine.
You see my beautiful pack, Jerry? See some purples in there?
Yeah, I see some holes on the sides.
It's coarse. Like it doesn't fill all the holes. And when it vapes, wait, I'm gonna write that down. 0.07. 0.07 was the weed. I'm gonna vape it with my screwball. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. I'm still trying to nail exactly 0.2. And I'm real close. You keep saying the same shit.
So
0.21.
I can tell that vapor was more underwhelming than what I'm used to with my normal grind, even though it completely fucking cooked it.
It sure did.
There's nothing left.
One hit?
One hit. I'll go ahead and weigh it. Huh. It actually says 0. Let me try it again here. Wow. It says 0.
Well, we know that ain't right.
I know, but
cheers, guys. And let's hope this doesn't combust.
okay, I got a 0.03 finally. So 0.07 before, 0.03 after. I got 0.03 again. That was pretty interesting for the coarse grind.
That's way it.
Easy to debowl. The coarse, easy to clean. Coarse just flops out of the bowl very easily.
All right, bro. I went from 0.21 to 0.171, essentially. So I lost 1/7 of my weight.
Okay.
Off of 2 5-count hits, which basically one long hit is what I was doing. I'm doing shorter hits these days to kind of keep it going. So
Okay.
so
I took one long hit.
So 1/7 is like 14%, I think.
Okay, well, I'm gonna grind some shit again, but now I'm gonna grind it with the Santa Cruz shredder. And the Santa Cruz shredder is probably the best grind consistency out of all my grinders. Although lately I've noticed mine, maybe it's just dirty. It's been a little bit inconsistent. I've been getting a couple larger chunks found amongst the fluff.
You know,
Yeah,
what's up with that?
check out the Santa Cruz. Whoa! Oh my god!
No, I checked that out. It's all on my lap.
It's like a lava. It just
Shit's in my lap, bro. Shit's in my lap.
sorry about that. Damn. All right. Let me pack this bowl. Try to do this before my scale turns off and fucks the whole thing up.
Okay.
Now with the fine grind, the bowl is easy to pack. Like I can push it off my scoop and pack the whole bowl nice and evenly. I can even go back and top a little bit more. Whoop. All right.
Take that.
There's my fine grind pack. Significantly more weed in there. I can already see it.
Right. But wait, are you not keeping the weight the same?
Huh?
Are you
No.
not going to try to keep the weight the same?
No, I'm not trying to keep the weight the same. I'm the purpose of this was to see the weight difference.
I'm going to keep the weight the same.
Okay. That's interesting. That's a different experiment.
Is it? Isn't it the same?
No, we're doing two different things.
Are we? How much are you putting in? You're putting in like just what, 1 scoop of each or something, or what?
I mean, this is 0.09.
Okay.
My first one was 0.07.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna hit it because this is the vapor that I want. Like the whole point of this was showing the vapor difference and to measure how much flour is going into it as well. Cheers.
Well, I somehow got just about the exact same weight in here, so I'm kind of stoked about that. I think that weight is an important variable in there to be consistent with. It will pack differently, but it's already going to pack differently with the grind difference. So, like I could see you or somebody sitting at home going, "All right, man, I want to get high off of 0.1." You know, and then that's part of the goal here. But I don't know. But anyhow, regardless, let me hit this bitch. See how it feels.
So that was a significantly more potent hit than the coarse grind. Significant.
Oh yeah, and way faster to get to the it got thick quick is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, and then my scale turned off. I should have wrote down the weight of the bowl. But I guess I can just weigh the leftover. Let me pull up
Bro, mine
stick out of my pocket.
mine extracted 67% more. Because the first bowl was 0.17 and this one is 0.15 left over. So does that sound right? Or maybe it's 50% because it's 2 more. So we were at 0.21. I went to 0.17. Now I'm at 0.15. Yeah, so this is 50% more. So that fine grind allowed me to, with about the same pull. Like I'm also trying to keep my pulls consistent. That this one extracted 50% more by weight.
Yeah.
So you would get higher off a fine grind with the same weed and hit style. Does that get us anywhere?
Yeah, it's interesting data. Yeah, mine went from 0.07 to 0.03 and then 0.09 to 0.06.
Was the first one?
07 to 03. My second one, the weights got fucked up though, because of the tear. So
Yeah,
I think the first weight may have been wrong on my first teared bull, or the second, the fine grind. Like I think I have to do it again where we weigh the herb, because the percentage of air on the tear of the bull is just too damn high. Because like when the bull weighs 39 grams and the percentage of air is like 0.08% or whatever, like the margin for error is pretty close to what we're actually trying to weigh.
good point. I'm going back in with that coarse grind again because it's still plenty. Look at how green that is. Let me try to get me out of the fucking equation. God damn it. Look at that.
Ooh. Yeah.
There's a lot in there. So I'm going back in on that. That's my coarse grind. My fine grind is done. Like there was nothing in there I wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fine grind you can extract in one hit. That's what I was finding. Like when I was forcing myself to test like the Phoenician and the Stash 360. There's another coarse one that I had around here. It was like my bowls just didn't vape fast enough for me. Like same temp, same weed. Like I gotta hit this twice, or that hit wasn't enough, or this bowl doesn't pack for shit. You know? And it really got me thinking about how like traditionally in the vaporizer space, it was always like, you want to get it as fine grind as possible. Like, remember back in the Magic Flight launch box days and the PAX days, it's like, you want your weed to be baby powder. Like, I hated that. I hated pulverizing my weed.
No, I'm with you, but that's because the vapes back then sucked.
Yeah, they're all conduction based.
Yeah, but even the convection ones, if you used a coarse grind with an average vape 8 years ago, you got weak ass vapor. You know what I mean? Like even on your desktops, I wouldn't use a coarse grind unless it's sit there forever. Like a coarse grind with the herborizer is enjoyable, but anything not up to that level, and there was plenty out there not up to that level, would just sit there forever with it. So now that we got these great vapes that can plow through all of it, I'm surprised at how resistant that coarse grind was to a ball vape to getting extracted. Like you're right, it was twice as much to get that shit out.
Yeah, and it twice.
Yeah, and it still didn't look as cooked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's impressive.
Yeah.
And both of my grinds could be considered not coarse. Like my coarse grind is most mediums. You know what I mean?
Dude. Yeah, like some of these grinders, like the flour mill and these other toothless grinders that like they don't break up your weed all that much. They just like roll it into little balls. You know, they break it up naturally, and naturally it's like little balled up leaves. So little balled up leaves don't actually fucking vape very well. So you kind of do need at least a medium grind, and you need teeth.
It's also why you stir a lot, you know, because then that kind of moves them around and you can get some more off of it. Whereas with the finer grind, it's getting all over all of it. You don't really need as much moving around. With a coarse one, you got to stir it a lot to really get it to go through. So, and you know, like I like to crush it along the way and make it finer so that you really do get to the fucking end. That's what I like to do. It's sort of like, you know, what's cool about the way I vaporize with an herborizer with my whole nuggets is it's not just temp stepping. If you want to, call it, it's sort of like temp stepping, but it's doing it with grind. You could call it grind stepping, where I throw in a nugget. It starts out at a nugget, then it turns into big chunks, then it turns into kind of a grind, and then it turns into really powdery as I go through and continue to push and all that stuff. And it's a sort of a way to, I'll call it extract step, because temp stepping is extracting in steps and the grind stepping is extracting in steps. So it's kind of like all these ways to
Sounds
further
like you're
the
talking about
extraction.
music.
Right? It does, man. Grind step would be a great grind step, bro.
I think grind step is a thing. I
Somebody
could be
got that
wrong.
already. Shit.
I don't
That's
know.
dope.
There's all these different forms of dubstep, but I am not all that well versed.
Yeah.
There's weed
Right
all
on.
over my desk. It's
Best
making me
place to be,
sad.
bro. Best place to be.
I spilled it. The coarse grind when I was trying to load the bowl. The chunks were like they bounced off the screen. Like the chunk hit the screen, bounced out of the bowl. Can we get an instant replay on the course?
I hope
Loading.
so.
But I'm
Damn.
high as balls here.
I am too.
The Santa Cruz shredder and like anything medium to fine is the grind for me. And it's subjective, but there's a performance capability difference there. You know, like you can prefer coarse grind, but medium fine grind is where the performance is at.
Oh fuck. I didn't brew my tea. I hot watered and it got all set up and never poured it. I'm gonna come
Hot
back
water
to
burn,
that.
baby. I ran out of that throat comfort tea, and I went back to buy some more, and the throat comfort was out of stock.
Damn it.
So I bought their positive energy tea.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so delicious. It's like a
Nice.
sweet tangerine tea, like black
Ooh.
tea with sweet tangerine.
Ooh.
Man,
I want that. Is it the
it's
same
really
brand?
good.
That
Same
Yogi
brand,
stuff?
that Yogi brand. Yeah,
It's called Energies. What's it called?
it's called like positive energy.
Positive Energy. Write that shit on, man.
Yeah,
Right
it's
on.
it's delicious. It is delicious.
Right on. Dude, I'm baked, man. You know what I think I just realized is that was a fresh pile of weed on my desk that I loaded up at the end and said was half used. But I'm gonna have to go back and roll the tape to make sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a green bowl. I was confused by what you were doing.
Yeah, I was confused too. Anyhow, that was a green bowl.
I think
So I'm
you were
not
just
getting
trying to
twice
catch
as
up.
much.
You were trying to
I'm
catch
not-
up to me.
I'm not getting twice as much out of my coarse grind. I'm getting about 50% more out of my coarse grind. So I'm getting like, if it takes me 2 hits to finish on the fine grind, it'll take me 3 hits to finish on the coarse grind, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's 1 hit on the fine and 2 hits on the course.
Yeah, that makes sense because you take them longer. Your hits are longer than mine. So. Well,
and I run
maybe
hotter.
maybe not longer, but they're faster. You're hotter and you're faster.
And
I don't
longer.
know that you run longer, but I do think that you draw more air through than I do. Like I think you pour more volume than I do on a typical hit.
Yeah, I inhale longer. I inhale long, fast, and hard.
Yeah.
I take, and I'm not trying to fucking brag either. I observed it in our Instagram dab when you, me, and Cal all had an ace bowl together because there was 3 aces in our hotel room.
Yeah.
And we all started the hit at the same time. And I think Cal was exhaling his second hit when I started to exhale my first hit. And then you were somewhere in between. Yeah, it was
I was short on those
to watch 3 of us hit it at once.
I remember that because it was the first flower hit I'd had in a long time, like of that caliber. Like I've been either switched to or a portable that I have to test. And I was like, and I remember when I hit that, I was like, holy shit. Like I definitely took a shorter hit at first because it was more than I remembered, man. It was beautiful. I fucking loved it. But yeah, no, I think you pour more volume. I think on a typical hit, I probably inhale longer than you, but at a much slower rate. So you get more volume, if that makes sense.
I don't know.
On a typical hit. But anyhow, where the fuck are we? I'm steep in tea here, man.
Wait, is that it? That's like a.
Don't tell me that's a fucking sex thing that I don't know about.
No, but it has like it could be taken literally.
Yeah, I am literally steeping tea.
No, I don't know.
Is that what you meant? I don't understand.
No, it has like a double meaning. Unless I'm just high.
Okay. Do I want to know this double meaning, or am I going to be sorry that you ever told me?
No, it's okay. Did you see this grinder I was trying to show you?
The spinny thing. Yeah. What's going on? So you're enjoying that, huh?
Yeah, I'm liking it. Once I got it cleaned. At first it was oily, and it made my weed taste like oil, and
Right.
that broke my heart. But I cleaned it a bunch of times, and I talked to the manufacturer about it, and he had assured me that it was just a one-time problem, and they have it fixed. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it. It works good. What's interesting is, first of all, I took the good bearing out of my old mate and I put it in here.
Same stuff.
First.
Cool. All right.
Okay. So I took the old mate bearing and upgraded this. This is already upgraded. I've already upgraded this. This is not the bearing that it came with. Like, this bearing spins much longer, faster, harder. You know.
How bad was the bearing that was in it, or how good was it?
It was okay. It was the black bearing, like the same black bearing from the old mate. But here's
okay.
Here's what I didn't expect to make such a huge difference. The weight of the stainless steel versus the weight of aluminum. And the top piece here is actually pretty heavy for aluminum. Like, it actually has enough weight to like get some momentum going.
Right.
But it's not as heavy as the stainless steel. And when there's weed in there, it takes a lot more to make it like go. Like, any little nubs will just stop it.
Right. Whereas the stainless would jump through it.
Yeah, the stainless has enough weight where you can like just give it a snap and it just like plows through shit. So there's a difference in the feel of the spinny grind, but the texture and everything else, superb. I love it.
And the grind?
It's good. Similar to probably like the Brilliant Cut or the Old Mate in that zone. Not as nice as the Santa Cruz, but not crappy. Like, it's a nice, consistent, fine, medium. And the bottom piece is like 6 magnets and polished as fuck.
Nice. I like that. Yeah. Very cool, man. More spinnies. That's a good thing.
Spinnies. It's becoming its own category of grinders. Like, there's the one with there's like 2 of them now with like the bearings all the way around it.
I fucking love
that bare one, and then there's the one with the little pin bearings. Both of them kind of suck.
Yeah, which one do I have? The bare?
Is that the one you have? You have the bare one with the bearings around the outside?
Yeah, I've got that.
Where you can take the bearings out and clean them.
I guess. I mean, they didn't work that great to begin with.
No,
it was totally different. It had like a whooshing sound to it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, it wasn't my cup of tea, shall we say?
Yeah, it feels like it's a cabinet part, like something that would be a part of a turntable cabinet system.
Right.
With a bunch of tables on top, and you could spin it and look at all the different peppers and spices and shit you have in your cupboard. Like that's what that grinder feels like to me.
Exactly. It's a lazy Susan feel to it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That was well. That's a good connection there. Thank you. That worked
Lazy
for
Susan.
me.
That's the word I couldn't
Susan.
think of.
Right. Not lazy. Oh. All right, man. Well, I'm checking that one off. I'm saying we finished that. I'm calling it.
Jerry. High as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
I got a surprise for you tonight.
Okay.
Not going to tell you about it yet, but I think you're going to enjoy it. Do you have your 16 mil coil handy? Like a 16 mil hot hole, like
That's the little one, right? For the other for that the ball vape, the little thing.
yeah, this one right here.
Yeah,
one?
yeah, it's right up there. It's on the Moab right now.
I think you should get it out, set it up.
Right, like for tonight, for now.
Just for a little later. Like I think I got something for you. Don't worry. You can bring it out later. You can bring it out later. You don't have to get it out right now. But make room for it.
Well, what am I putting in it? I've got a couple things that could go in it. What do you want me to have?
You're gonna put your wiener in it, Jerry.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah, you're gonna put the Dynavap in there. Come on. I don't want to spoil it. Just cut out the fucking hot hole.
Okay, love it. Motherfucker.
See how you made me spill the beans all over the fucking place. If you got a 16 mil hot hole and you got a Dynavap at home, especially if you got a Dynavap baller, pull out that fucking 16 mil hot hole. Oh, now's the time to talk shit about Jerry. I sent him a link to the dude's sweater from the Big Lebowski. I got some video ideas for when he's in LA. We're gonna go bowling. Oh, all right, he's coming back.
This is not the one. I have this one right here. It's not the.
Wow.
It's not like the one from Vatvana that goes, has all solids. But I have this one.
Oh, do you have the all solid Vatvana one?
The other one's in my bedroom.
Oh,
and I know it's there because I saw it earlier today. I was like, oh yeah, that thing's right there. Because I've got that and well, I have the heater he gave us for it or something like that. So
okay. Well, I guess you'll have to watch me play with it.
I mean, I could go in there and try to grab it. Do you want to keep people entertained for 60 to 90 seconds?
Is that how fast you can do it?
I know exactly where it is. All I can do is pull a cable out and bring it in here. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can.
Okay. All right.
I can.
All right, guys. Keep Troy company while I go do this.
Yeah. What do you want to know? Give me something to talk about for 60 seconds. Troy, do you have links to the best bearings? I don't, but I will. If you go on the Discord, hit up Orange Imposter if Orange Imposter is here. That dude has done so much research on the bearings. Cordless step on the suck, Jerry. I don't want to talk about Jerry. Putting Troy in what horny jail? What did I do? I'm always in horny jail though, aren't I? It's just something that it's part of my humor. Dick and fart jokes, they all come in the hand. Wait a minute. I guess farts don't come in the hand. Who sharpens your knives to use for barbecue? Man, nobody. Me. I have like this Lansky sharpener. I don't want Jerry to play with it. Just keep in mind, every hand you shake has had a dick in it. every single one of them. Well, maybe not, but most of them, like probably 80%. 80%. Dude, farts are always funny. Like, can you imagine a farting clown? Dude, like that's probably the only clown that's funny these days. I might need to get a clown costume. Can I do a review of the Forge 2? Oh man. I would love to get my hands on some of that Vistrato stuff. Champs was amazing. Verizon's offering me new phones, all kinds of crazy upgrades and shit. Anybody have the new Pixel? Jerry's been gone more than a minute now. Hey, he's back. Guess who's back?
All right. How long did it take me? What were you guys timing?
I was watching it. You were about a minute and a half.
Right on. That's what I thought. Okay. So yeah, this is the hot hole for this thingamajig.
Very nice. Very nice.
Let me plug it in. What am I not going to use now? I'm not going to use the Ace screwball or the hot hole for the slurper.
I mean, I unplugged my screwball, or I will unplug my screwball to use this hot hole. But I have my Ace. My Ace is on over there as well.
Should I unplug the slurper?
Yeah.
If I do, then I'll have to slurp.
Sunken cost fallacy.
What do you think of that?
You do you, bro. If you want a dab, you can have a dab.
Yeah. Anybody in the? What are you guys in the chat? You guys want to dab with me?
I'll dab with you, but I got to use my Switch too.
No, that's cool. That's cool. You guys in the chat ready?
We can have a dab before we start our Dynavap adventure.
Shall we? Shall we? Might as well.
Dabs. Can we get some D's in the chat? So some double D's. I mean, if we're making requests.
Yeah, we're doing it. This is great. We got this.
D's
What do I
out.
like to- what do I like to?
Double
Oh,
D's
yeah,
out.
My hit stick. That's what I like. So this hit stick is perfect for this banger. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, man.
So there. So we got a lot of people in the chat that are joining us. Yeah. Yeah, they're always good for a little D, right?
I don't know if they're good for little D's, but one D, one C. That's fine.
Okay, so I'm ready to pull whenever you're ready to go, right? So I'm just gonna pull.
Oh yeah, you can pull. I don't know what temperature you're at.
Oh, I will tell you.
I couldn't find my rosin for a second and I panicked. Jeez. I feel like I was about to get hit by a car. Can we get an instant replay on that?
What the fuck is going on here? This thing's got me at 520. This can't be right.
520.
That cannot be right.
Like it came out of the hot hole at 520?
Yeah, that ain't right, man.
It
Maybe it is. I put it back in because that hot hole is set. Oh, no way. It's actually off. That's crazy because that dab was there, man, at 500 and something. Let's see what happens now.
Remember when we weren't even going to dab? And then Jerry had the sunken cost.
That's
fallacy.
a Jeroops dab for you, man. That's a Jeroops dab.
This is like the second dab on you tonight, Jerry.
I'm so sorry, guys. What a classic Jeroops, man. Like, I should have just gone right in. It said it was ready, and I was like, that can't be
I know.
right.
When you said, oh, this is a 520, it can't be right.
And
I'm talking about perfect,
man.
bitch. Drop that dab. Well, You'll have to catch up because I hit the button.
And I got to do this before I turn on the fucking hole for the Dynavap thing.
Just do a switch dab. Jeez.
Really? I could do that.
Wipe the egg off your face. Move on.
All right, let me see if this is there. If it's there, I'm doing it. If it's not, I'm switching it.
What's the Japanese
It's at
proverb?
470.
When you realize that you're on the wrong train, get off at the next station.
All right, I'm getting off.
The longer you wait, the further your trip home will be.
That's exactly what's happening. Just give me a minute here. I get to put all this great shit back. Dan's over here trying to get this shit going, bro. Oh, that's so funny. Good thing I get this switch to here to save me here, man. Let's go. Come on, let me I'll just put this in here until it goes off. That's not bad.
God damn.
All right. Yeah, worst live
made
dab
it.
ever. Worst live dab ever.
Do we have a code for Dr. Dabber? Is there like a Troy? Can you use code Troy and Jerry or anything?
Try. I don't know. I don't think so. Fuck. Damn, this is doing it. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Oh, fuck, Troy.
Damn. What's up, Jerry?
Oh, go ahead. This thing is human. Oh, this is. Oh.
Not sure what you said, but I'm sure it was something nice.
I said, wasn't it me? It's kidding me. It wasn't better.
Boysenberries.
Oh.
You all right? You good? Looks like you're taking a reverse poop.
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my phone Connect and watch the temperature and clean it with the spray thing.
Okay.
Let's see here.
I just like waiting a little bit.
Yeah,
Blow
no,
in
that's
there
cool.
and try to feel the heat. You know, it actually retains heat quite a bit because this thing, the switch, I mean, there's like the coil that does not heat up at all. And then there's like an insulator layer of quartz or ceramic, or I guess it's quartz. And then there's the titanium metal that heats up. And then there's another layer of quartz. And then there's this layer of sapphire. So there's like a bunch of layers in there. Only the metal gets hot, but all those insulators just hold it all in. You know?
I'm at 230 and I'm going in 220.
It retains heat almost as long as a slurper. Like if we should do that. We should have a dab. Maybe our next little adventure for a micro clip. We watched the cool down times after we dab with both a slurper and the switch too.
I like
to
that.
compare temperature drops.
I like that.
Yeah, that'd be a cool one. Next week we'll do that.
But this week we're doing something else.
What?
This week we're doing something else.
Damn straight we are.
Eventually we'll get to it, but right now I got to turn on the other hot hole.
My other hot hole's not on yet. Just so you know. But I think I'm high enough to get into tonight's topic. Just gotta clean my desk a little bit.
Well, that's good to know.
Believe it?
Okay, let's get this really hot hole out of here.
That's a big old hot hole. You can use code Troy and Jerry D now for that hot hole. And you can use it at Victory Glassworks for that slurper. And you can use it at Vapvana for the screwball or ace. I think at Dynavap it's code Troy and Jerry 10 or something now.
Yeah, Troy and Jerry 10 or 20. I think it's 10. I don't know. Oh shit, man.
So
wow.
I've been trying to use this all week, Jerry. Like it's been on my list of projects every day. But I had several emergencies this week. Today I had no time because my daughter had a final that she needed to be at in San Diego. So I was stuck in traffic all day. And then on Tuesday, my garage flooded because my water heater exploded. And I was also in San Diego on Wednesday for makeup finals. And I've been trying to get like my mood right to just open this box and test it. I wanted to make a video of doing it, and man, I really wanted to do it, but the universe didn't let me. So, can I do it now?
Yeah, let's do that. So this is your first go at a baller, a Unidyne or a baller cap. It's a Unidyne you're using, right?
Yeah, this is the Unidyne, and this is how it comes packaged. At least this is how mine came packaged.
Oh, cool. Mine did not come like that.
Oh, really?
Mine came in a tube.
Oh, my first one got lost, and this is a replacement.
Okay.
So yeah, my first one, UPS still has it somewhere. I don't know where it went, but anyway, let me get this motherfucker out. The whole black thing slides out. This is longer than the normal M. It's like an MXL. It feels even longer than the Omni. How big is this thing, man? It's fucking huge.
I think it's an Omni XL length, but I honestly don't know for certain.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my Omni XL.
It's the same length as a Unidyne. I mean, it is a Unidyne.
No shit.
As a Hyperdyne. Actually, it's got just a little bit more on a Hyperdyne at the mouthpiece here. So, yeah, probably 1 millimeter longer than a Hyperdyne, maybe 2.
Yeah, I guess it's the same length as the Omni.
Yeah, it looks about the same. Nice. That's the Omni XL. So, okay, right on.
Yeah. Yeah, and unlike all the previous Dynavaps, the tip is integrated into the body. There is no more tip that pulls out, no more O-rings whatsoever. Or maybe there's O-rings in the mouthpiece.
Yeah, what right
in the
there.
condenser. I guess there's still O-rings. Oh,
You're looking at them. That's it. Those 2 right there. The condenser tube clicks into place. Everything, there's no any, that other piece is all one piece. The screen is a click into place. So that's it.
okay. And now our cap
Nice. Dynavap. This is interesting right here. Little instructions. Not quite, almost. Wow. Okay. Yeah. It says heat, I believe, in the middle, and then rotate. And so the heat, and there's lines that tell you, heat more at the bottom or less at the top or something like that. But you know how these things work. Lighter hits at the top. But it's kind of neat. They've kind of literally put instructions on the cap if you can decipher them. They're not that hard to figure out.
Yeah. So you can shoot this thing into space, and an alien can find it and be like,
right, baby.
"Oh, okay."
Amazing, these humans. It's time to visit.
Let's not nuke it. Let's not nuke the Earth anymore.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dynavap.
Dynavap spared us.
All right. So last thing I learned on my last Dynavap experience was do a fucking burn off, because last time I vaped on a brand new Dynavap, it tasted like Jiffy Lube. It tasted like the guy from Jiffy Lube was putting his fingers in my mouth.
Right on. That is true. I think that even happened to me on this one, maybe, or one recently. But you're right. So yeah. And look, we've been there. We know the process, so we know that can happen. It's not, it's not evil. It's just, sometimes that happens. That's why you do what Troy's doing. Show the folks at home what you're doing, Troy.
I'm just torching it, hitting it with a torch to get it hot.
Naked. You're going right in at the bare bowl.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
They used to tumble their stuff in like a media that would like make sure there was no leftover oils on it, but I remember that was very expensive in terms of like time. And as their production ramped up, they had to cut corners somewhere, and that corner is with the machine oils. Sorry, not sorry. The last several Dynavaps that I've tasted out from the factory tasted like oil. They're not getting all the oils off. Same thing happened with that grinder. It's unfortunate.
Wipe down the condenser tube and like the mouthpiece too. Like, see how they feel.
Yeah.
I'll take your paper towel and wipe them down.
Well, I learned that baking soda and water works good.
Okay.
For breaking down machine oils, because it forms an alkaline solution, which is good for oils. I don't know if isopropyl alcohol is any good.
It is. I use this, and you have it. I use this in isopropyl to clean out the condenser tube, and it was great. I had to work to feed it in, but once I got it in, it was a piece of cake. So use that.
I got an alcohol wipe here
for the outside. Pull that fucker all the way out, man. You're gonna clean the inside.
I'm making sure it's not hot first.
Well, that's right. You were already torching it.
I was torching that motherfucker.
Yeah, you were, motherfucker. Shit. All right. That doesn't matter.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is this? Yeah, this is just one piece. It's got like riflings in it, and it's interesting for the condenser tube. Can you see the?
What's up? Yeah, the little lines and the funkiness all the way down. That
it's got all kinds of stuff and
causes turbulence or something. So
now I forgot which way it goes in.
It goes the clips end into the mouthpiece.
Oh, and each one of those rings is a setting.
That's right.
Wow. Okay, so each. Let me zoom in.
Yes.
Can I get a motherfucking moment to zoom?
You're too far away, Troy. Bring us in. I feel like you're really reaching.
I am. Boop. All right. So ow, the tip of that torch is fucking hot. So each one of those little. Take a length. Like, how long do you want your condenser to be?
Mm-hmm.
And so the longer it goes, let me just go to that first one right here. The longer it goes, the further it goes into the tip. It's like right there, it's going to go all the way into the tip, and it's going to probably completely close off
Yep.
That tiny little airport. I love that airport is so fucking small now.
Yeah.
I love it. So yeah,
Small.
I want mine full length. I want that thing closed off. I don't want any fresh air mixing in.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna wipe some. Let's get a close up of this. Look at that design.
Oh, that's dope. I like that. Yeah, I didn't. You know what? That shows up better on your screen. In person, it's really fine.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
That's amazing. It's almost like it's ignoring some of them and highlighting others or something. That's dope. Even on the wow, even on the tip, it was doing.
Yeah,
That's
even the
dope.
tip has it.
Mine has what looks like twice as many lines as yours.
Huh. I like this
Like
this little
switch
shape right here.
switch me
reminds-
real quick.
Reminds me of the. Just a second. Reminds me of the.
The what? The
Revolve.
Oh, you're absolutely right. That's dope. Yeah. I didn't think about that. It's kind of a cool little place to grip and twirl. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
I tell you, my print looks different than yours, man. I wonder.
It might be like you might have a one of the pre-production or whatever, and mine's like the full production. Because like
That's cool.
this is the second one. Mine got lost in the mail. Remember?
I like how yours look. I don't know if it's optical on the camera or what, man.
I think so. Because like when I look at it up close, I don't see any of that shit.
Right? Okay. That's
Right.
dope.
All
Oh,
right, well,
and did you already show us up close the cap?
well, no, I didn't. Let me zoom back in for the cap. All right, so this cap, I remember drawing this on a napkin like 5 years ago, like the obvious. Here's how to do a ball vape for Dynavap. Tiny little balls in there. Are those metal balls?
I believe so. I believe they're
Hell
stainless.
yeah. And this is like a perforated cap.
Yep.
So
Yes, sir.
air can go in through like this design and even like down here, I think. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it feels like it's like two pieces of metal pressed together. I guess that's how that screen is held in there. So you don't get any loose balls. Can you change the balls in this thing or no?
No.
Good. Keep those balls tight. I don't want any loose ball fouls tonight. No loose ball fouls ever again. Please and thank you. I'm gonna wipe it down with. Oh, it's so grippy. It's when I wipe the prep pad on it, the perforated is so grippy. All right. What you got? What are you doing?
I'm just fucking with the things, checking out airflow.
Check out. Oh, the condenser length.
No, I'm checking the airflow on this fucker.
Oh,
Like
I'm
resistance. I'm testing resistance on the cap.
So
Okay.
I can't read those instructions. Can you give me the rundown on the best place to torch it for how I'm gonna want my vapor?
It says rotate, which you understand, and then the heat just has more heat. It's just like everything else. It says that the biggest where the fuck are you? The biggest line is right here above what I'll call the line. There's a line in here where it's a ridge where the balls start. So it looks to me like they want us to heat the area here where the balls are Air should come in through here. And then down here is where the bowl is. So I think you want to stay up here in the balls. That's what I would start. Start with that and see how it goes. This is fun that you're getting to do it for the first time. Like I've fucked with it 6 ways from Sunday, so I want to see how you like it. And this, especially like it looks like how it's just telling you to do it, which is how you would do any Dynavap.
There's the
I'll pack
clicks.
mine. There they are.
No vapor, but I taste the terps.
There you go.
Nope. Okay, there's the cool down click. All right. What did I do wrong? Tasted good.
Right?
All right. I'll treat it like a Dynavap. Pretty bitey though. Got that
Bitey.
soldering iron effect going on for it.
Like terp bitey or
Like
Or
hot,
hot bitey?
like hot bitey.
That makes sense.
Like oh, hot and harsh. Yeah,
Right.
I can feel the heat building down the stem too.
That was actually
It's
my
super
best
bitey.
session. Hmm.
Yeah, like that was pretty bitey. I have to try something different.
I've got.
Can you change these balls? I thought
I don't think
these
so,
balls can be
man.
changed.
No, that's on the THC. The THC you can change the balls, and they actually came
Oh.
with a different set, so you could. So
Oh, yeah, I can
I've got
taste this. My tonsils.
I've got a pretty tan load with a couple little specks, so somewhere in there it was getting just a tiny bit of char. I didn't hear a click.
Oh, you didn't get any clicks.
Well, I've got crisp going, right? So that's why I was like, fuck, next time I got to take a headset off. But so once I realized I was like, this is going long, I kind of pulled back, and instead of pulling in, I puffed a few times to cool it down, sort of like you would with a stunner or a tempest. You know what I'm saying? And that was pretty good. Like I was able to really overdo it and then kind of find the place where I'm comfy doing it, but it had nothing to do with the click. And every time that I've used this with the click, I didn't have any luck whatsoever.
I lost
So
my little.
This next one's going by the click. I'm gonna listen better. I need a magnet. Here it is. What
Yeah,
you doing
mine's-
there, Troy?
Mine's still pretty light as well, but
Right.
okay.
All right.
Maybe
Dex
okay.
Amps says you can replace the balls, so maybe you can.
Oh, okay.
But to see, I don't know how you do it. Does it say how you can do it, Dex? Do you see anything in there about how? I don't want to do it, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay, Tony Rolfe says he did pull it apart on tea time, but advised not to. So. Tony says the induction heater is recommended, so we'll see. I haven't had much luck with the torch, so I'm kind of stoked at what just happened there, but I think it's because I just ignored the click and then waited and waited and waited. So I'm gonna pack another one here and do it again, but I'm gonna take an earmuff off so I can listen this time.
Okay. I'm gonna try the hot hole method. I don't have a whole lot of faith in the stainless steel balls right now. Just I fucked with them a lot over the years.
So what's the hot hole method? What do you mean with the? You're going to use this baller cap, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the baller cap, but I'm gonna pull out the Vapvana 16 mil coil.
Okay.
I'm gonna unplug my screwball and plug in the 16 mil coil, and I'm just gonna use the hot hole to heat.
Go in and out.
Yeah.
What are you going to set it to? Because I'll set mine up. Mine's already going.
That's a good question. I'm probably gonna keep it at like 500-600.
I'm at 577 right now. Is that okay? I'll just leave it alone. Mine's hot and ready. I'm going to go in more with one with a torch because I want to listen. I mean, I'm with you. Like, okay, so what you came up with was just like me. Like the click did me no good at all. Like the click, I got nothing. When I went past it, that's when I started to get something.
Well, I didn't just go past it on my second heat up. I also heated lower.
Lower as in away from the tip? Like lower meaning a hotter heat up or lower on the line scale so that it was
lower on the line scale.
So you were higher up?
Closer to the bowl.
Okay, so yeah, that was hot. That was hotter then. So the first one was not as hot a heat up, you're saying. Okay, got it.
Yeah, the first one I only got terpy tastes. Didn't get any vapor.
I want you to heat this up going in aggressive from the beginning and let me know how you do.
Yeah, okay.
I do what you did though. I'm gonna go low the first time and then high the second time. Because I've been going high all the time. Because I keep trying to get something because I'm not getting much till I get like into my second heat up and then I can easily overdo parts of it.
All right. It was interesting watching different members of the Vape Zone community with their Unidyne. Like it was very, very divided. Like some people love it, some people hate it. Some people hated it and then loved it and then hated it and then loved it. You know, there was a dynamic reaction, like diverse. It was everything was different. Results have been mixed so far from what I've been hearing of this.
Well, right now on that curve, I'm on the hate it. Like normal Dynavap technique with this has not given me any good hits. And going off-road how I normally would with a normal Dynavap cap hasn't gotten me any good hits. If this hot hole experience, or if it takes what I did treating it like a stunner and forgetting the click and coming back down and all that kind of shit, if that's what it takes, then great vape for the tinkerer who wants to sit at his desk and do that. And you and I are in that crowd, you know what I'm saying? But as I look at it as a product, I go, wait a minute, man, the normal technique doesn't work. Nowhere in here does it tell me that. The THC is completely different, and they did a fabulous job in their video of showing me how, and I nailed it the first time. I was like, great, where's the video on this fucker? And there isn't, because I guess it's designed to use as normal, but I'm not getting normal results with it. Using it normal.
I'm gonna grab a slightly larger torch.
All right. I'm gonna go with what you did. I'm gonna heat low the first time and then high the second time and see if the second one is good without overdoing it. Oh, and I gotta take a muff off. I hear this thing click. Those of you guys who are frustrated with it, I'm in your camp right now. Okay, there was my click. I'm not going to go past it, even though I probably could here. It's definitely tasty and bitey, but I just got a little bit, so it's under control. Just the slightest puff of visible vapor, a big mouth and throat full of terp bite with some real good mint, and a click out.
I got a hot coil right here, so I'm scared as fuck burning myself.
It's gonna be Dab City here in a minute. I'm going in for my high temp heat up now. Oh,
All right, so now I'm gonna heat it low.
Low is in like low temp.
No,
High
low
temp.
is in
Okay, we're
hot
saying
and hurdy from
totally
the start,
different.
like you said.
We're saying it different. So okay, good.
All right.
This one's already starting off roasty. Something's getting too toasty in there.
Oh shit. Oh.
That was pretty good, man. I'm starting to get something now. Now that my stem is getting warm, like I'm starting to feel it in the stem, but not like before. Like this definitely does a better job controlling the heat. But I can feel it at the airport creeping in. There you go. Cool down, baby. Cool down. All right. Well, I'm getting better at it. I'm still not even good. You know, at least I've found clouds without combusting, I think. But it's still way too charry for me. Too roasty.
I can taste the metal ball convection bitiness
Right? Okay.
in my tonsils.
Your tonsils.
You can taste it.
Oh, yeah. I fucking roasted this shit.
I gotta say, this is probably the first time I've ever not wanted to hit a Dynavap again. Like, I didn't even want to take that second hit right there, but I did, to give it a fair chance, to give it more of a chance. I'm gonna take a third hit.
Oh, wow.
Using a gentler heat up to give it some more tries. But yeah, it's harsh and bitey. The stainless.
You see that big lump of black in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a cherry, but it's a big lump of char that did not. That's what I tasted the whole time, was that stuff. So, okay, well, I'm pretty sure there's technique here.
Yeah,
that someone can master and figure it out, but it is not easy anymore.
Well, I mean, I wonder what this would do in the hands of a complete newcomer. Which, by the way, if you step outside into the space, there's a lot of negative views on Dynavap. A lot of really bad first tries. Really bad first tries.
Right.
Like a lot. And I feel like this is even harder.
Yeah. This will not remedy that situation at all.
I don't know. I want to try it again with the conduction hot hole. If I can find my weed. Which
Mine's
grinder has
ready.
my weed in it currently?
The fuck, is it the
Santa Cruz is pretty much empty now. I ground up something coarse. What did I use? Phoenician?
I've got enough for one more.
Gotta drink some water or something.
Yeah, hydrate. Good idea. My baller is loaded and ready. Man. All right.
All right. Fine. I'm gonna try something a little differently.
All right, so you're loading yours up.
There was a hair in my weed. Maven Genetics. It's the second one. It's the second hair I found in that Maven Genetics.
Oh no. Okay.
It's really good weed. Really good weed. But found 2 hairs in it recently.
Yeah. So do you just go in there and ask for another eighth of two hairs?
Nah.
They're like, what? Just 2 hairs.
No, man. I just pull the hair out and move on. I don't make a big deal out of it. I've grown weed and I know how easy it is, or shall I say how hard it is to keep it from being contaminated with any sort of fibers or hairs. Like and you gotta you gotta keep it preserved and protected for months. Like it's in flower for 8 or 9 weeks. Where it's like it's a flowering plant for 2 months in a tent, where you have to protect it from hair, including your own
Hair.
And then when you dry it and cure it, it's the same thing. It's sticky, and you have to protect it. Otherwise, like hair is floating through the air, floop, and onto a nug. It's so
No way
easy
you can get
to
around it.
contaminate a nug, and it's so sticky.
Like a magnet for hair, man. There's no way around it.
Like you think weed is sticky when you buy it and it's fresh in a bag. No, like when you grow it, it's like fucking glue everywhere, man. It's crazy.
Crazy, Troy.
My grow tent ripped my socks off my feet. The floor was so sticky after I harvested.
Wow.
I walked in there and my socks stuck on the floor.
I love it. I didn't know that. That's funny. What an
Yeah.
experience. It's like some cartoon.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, I'm gonna try to heat this
Me too.
with the hot hole now.
Okay. Why are we doing this? Is this what somebody said was a great idea?
Well, I had suggested it to somebody in the sesh, and they had tried it, and they had good results with it.
Okay. Any technique or just let's play around?
I think he put it in. I think he ended up waiting like 3 or 4 seconds after the click.
Okay. Let's do it. Going in. Cheers.
I'm set at 570.
Are you resting it in the bottom or what are you doing?
But right now I'm tilting it. Oh, it's hot though.
I'll hold the mouthpiece so I'm far away.
Now it's resting on the bottom.
Of course, that'll probably increase the click if it's touching the bottom.
As long as it doesn't get so fucking hot that I can't touch it, which is
Yeah.
it's getting there already.
I'm Fuck, I'm just waiting for it to click, but I'm trying not to touch the bottom.
Oh, you're trying not to touch the bottom?
Yeah, because that means I'm just putting the click right against the wall.
I'm
You know
letting
what
mine
I'm
touch the bottom. I'm surprised it hasn't clicked yet.
Right? You fucking got that. You put the thermostat right up against the fucking coil. You'd think it would click. What the fuck's going on? I'm gonna see what's going on here, man. It's not ready, dude. The lack of click ain't lying.
I mean, it ain't lying. Oh, there's
It's
mine.
like,
Mine
oh,
just clicked.
You got one. Far out, man.
But I'm gonna wait, let it go like 3 or 4 more seconds.
Okay.
All right.
Disrespect the click, motherfucker.
Oh shit. All right. Actually, wasn't as harsh either. Gentler heat up. Yeah, and
Yeah.
I can still taste the bitiness, but it's not as harsh. Yeah, the wand might be the move on this, like induction. Do you have an induction heater?
I got my Orion right here.
Your Orion.
No, whatever the one is. This.
I think if there were an adapter for this to make Dynavap's heat up better. Oh, there's the second click. If there were an adapter to make that like a Dynavap baller heat up in a coil, I think it could work very well. Because I remember that conduction 510 device for Dynavap.
Yeah, that was cool.
The Miss Vape guy, pretty sure. Right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah.
It rattled like hell and it made a terrible sound, but it
Sure did.
worked.
Right. No, that's a good point. I remember that.
Yeah, I'll have to pull out the induction heaters.
Not getting
See how this
anywhere off this.
I don't know where my induction heaters are. I know they're in a box, but they're all together in a box, and hopefully they didn't get destroyed in my recent flood in the garage.
It sucks.
Yeah, this doesn't work all that well.
Jeez, I'm gonna be in there all night if that's. I mean, it's not. It's motherfucker.
I wonder what Flower Vapor was running his coil at. 570 doesn't seem to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, I could turn it way up. I guess I could do that.
Yeah, could run
Or
it at like
substation.
800 or something. But then we're back to getting like the bitey hot ball effect.
And a hot stem. I mean, this thing is in the coil.
Yeah, the stem is already getting kind of hot. Yeah.
Oh, the stem. Okay, so this thing is really good at cooling behind the ridge, but up here it's hot as fuck. I don't know how
it's
they
hot,
stop
it's
the
hot as
heat,
fuck.
but the airport is in play. Like you can hold that and not get burnt.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm done.
Well, I'm gonna try it on this induction heater and I'll start now since I never got anywhere with this other thing.
Yeah, hit it up. Is that the wand or what do you got there? The Orion?
Yeah, the Orion, whatever it is. Yeah, this thing.
Weren't you supposed to weren't all those recalled?
Yep. Did anybody really return them?
I think I still have mine.
It was the best induction heater ever made, in my opinion. I thought it hit so many fucking. My battery life was good. It was pocketable. It fucking nailed the heat curve for me. I love the way it clicked with a normal VAP cap. USB-C, I think. Only you have to stand there and watch it while it charges for 3 hours. You can't leave it unattended. Other than that, it's fucking great. And I'm bumming because I love it. I think it's the best design out there. All these things that we have now, they drive me nuts, man. Like all this, like, okay, set the wattage or set the temp, and then, wait, disregard the click, go all the way to the end, or all these things. I'm just like, why? It was easier before,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's because these things were a good answer, but the batteries were unreliable, so they're not on the market anymore. But this was going in the right direction, and since that shit wasn't available and the market still wanted it, we found the wand, figured out how to make that work, and now people are copying that. Like, that's how we want this interface to work, and that's not how we want this interface to work. That's just what we inherited with the wand crossover. This interface is great. There's a hole. I stick it in there. It clicks. It's ready. It's not working with this fucking baller cap, but it worked great with normal shit. So, damn, how am I going to get this to work?
Yeah, it seems like in terms of this format for little micro torch powered ball vapes, Dynavap's pretty late, and everybody else has already made them easier to use. This is harder to use and not as good as the people that have already done it. It's a kind of a dud, honestly. Sad.
Yeah, man. I'm trying, man. I can't get a hit that would make me want to come back and use it again. And a lot of the hits I've had have made me go, what the fuck? So I hit them up. I was like, yo, man, what's going on? Like, the THC, that was different, but the technique is there, and I got good hits off that thing. Like, but what's going on with this thing? And I didn't get anything from them that made a lick of difference in the performance. So best I can tell is this is how they intended to release it, but it's my most disappointing Dynavap cap.
Yeah.
And you're right. Some people out there will love it because they'll figure it out. You shouldn't have to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, this is the one that should slay, man. It goes on your whole collection. Like, it works all your Vap caps. It brings balls to everything, and it doesn't. So
3/21/25. Jerry uses the word slay.
Market. So, yeah. Unless mine's defective, I can't recommend this product right now.
No.
I don't know what this is all about.
No. I'm glad that it's happening, but man,
got some work on that one.
Yeah.
Got some work on that one. Because the concept is sound.
right?
Yeah.
It's like they picked up where they should have been like 5 years ago. And then went, look.
Yeah.
That's not where the ball vape evolution is. That's behind.
Yeah.
They're behind.
Right.
Sorry, Dynavap, you're behind.
If you've got a Hyperdyne, THC is a nice addition. Troy, you and I have new units on the way that supposedly these are founders editions, and they fixed the loose
Oh
container
yes, I
thing.
saw that they have a package out for me.
Yeah.
With a
So-
new cap in it. And that one performs completely different. That one performs.
Yes. Me like it.
That this one should be that.
Right.
It
right.
could be. It's It's not out of the question. There's just more refinement, more changes, more design.
I am impressed with the heat stoppage right there. Like motherfucking heat stopped right there. Like the airport is right behind it, and I never got my finger warm. But as soon as I went past that ridge, I knew it. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah, you can almost feel the amount of material. Like there's a lot of material mass here, but then right at that ridge, it's thin. Like you can almost feel how thin the metal is.
So maybe that's how they're getting rid of it. Is a nice dissipation right there, real quick.
Must be.
There's a pinch point or something. Cool. Yeah, they're really good at fucking with that kind of shit. The thicknesses and all.
Yeah.
I think this bowl is smaller than the others too. It's shallower. Like the full load on this fucker is shallower than a full load on your normal Dynavap.
I feel
Do you
like,
agree?
yeah. Well, maybe not. Maybe. I don't think so. Because it's the digger outer depth, right?
Well, when I just look at bowl height, this is what I get compared to a normal.
Yeah, looks the same.
And that's close. It's a little shorter. It was considerably shorter than something else I compared it to. I don't remember what. So, maybe it was a newer one because that's an old one.
Like ruby balls and an FMJ would probably fucking spank. You know, like this format with an FMJ in that band, and then swap out the metal balls with ruby or green ruby, whatever. Even quartz. Fuck. Stainless steel, ain't it?
Well, I've been kicking this around for 2 weeks, trying to find the technique. I've combusted on this stem a couple of times. I've almost every time after one cycle, I go in and I go, oh, that was if I got a hit and it was roasty, when I go in, it's a green bowl with a roasty edge somewhere that just kind of overdid. I'm like, motherfucker. And then I go, then I fuck with it. I took the cap itself and went off and threw it on a couple other different Vap caps in the collection, and got the same results over there. I tried it with a half bowl. I pushed up and got the half bowl thing. Same. I'm not getting. I've heated it high. I've heated it low. I've used the induction heater. This hot hole thing was a new thing for me. I've used a single torch. I've used a triple torch. I'm baffled and like this is look, man, this is Dynavap, man. Like I feel like a fanboy sometimes because every time they put something out, I go, this is my favorite one ever. Oh no, and then they release something else. This is my favorite one ever. And they feel like that for like 4 or 5 releases, and I feel like a dick. But I can now say that's not the case anymore. I don't even think this one's worth owning. I don't understand it. I even told him that. I sent him an email and said, guys, I'm about to go out there and say that unless you got a technique for me, and I didn't get anything that made any difference. So I don't know what's up, man.
Yeah, I feel like this would have been if this had been a prototype, it'd have been like good direction, but here's the feedback. Like, I don't know. It feels like it's a different chain. It's like the chain fell off the bike and now it's on a different gear and it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah. I'm sure that the community, there will be some Dynavap heads in the community that will come up with techniques that are fantastic. You know what I mean? They love it and they figured it out. And everyone's gonna have a different one though. Like somebody in here just had one in here. It was like that thing on this stem and on this tip, and I'm just going, fuck all that. I'm glad it works that way, but what about the heating? I mean, like the heat up is I don't know, man. Like or like this thing with the hot hole. We should probably turn it up. I'm gonna turn this fucking thing up and see if it works better at a higher temp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should ask Flower Vapor. 'Cause Flower Vapor was the one that was running. I'll turn up mine to 700 or 666.
Oh, look at you, the mark of the beast. I'm going to 7. I'm going to pack another bowl. So here's the deal, guys. I really want to like this thing. If any of you guys have it and love it, I want to know what you're doing. Like, did you put it on a different stem? Did you put a different tip? Did you use it out of the box? But you use what are you using as a heat source? How are you using it? Are you going? Or is there some technique to it? You know, am I a dipstick? I mean, call my ass out, man. Like, if it's easy and I'm just a dipstick, I want to know. But if you figured it out, please, like, I so badly want to be wrong about this product, man.
So that worked a little better. And what I did there is instead of heating heat here for high temp, heat here for low, I'd heated the whole fucking zone. Like the whole, like where that all that writing is, I just heated that whole band. Like, I mean, the whole fucking area.
Okay.
And then I heated 3 seconds after the click, maybe 4, just like normal.
Okay.
Probably the best hit this thing has had. It was still bitey. Didn't hurt me bitey, but it was still bitey and distasteful. But there was terps there, and it was more of a in the zone ball vape extraction, I would say. But it got hot, like soldering iron kind of tip to the lip kind of feel.
Okay. I don't know why I'm still using this brilliant cup. Like, it's so dirty.
See, it worked better. Still a little light.
And do you still have a little, like, there's a little spot that's darker than everything else that's giving you the cloud? Is that what you see there?
Maybe like right in the center.
Yeah, yeah. Like, anytime I got a cloud off of it and I looked, I realized, and I dumped it out, it was like a little bit of black, and like the whole thing is green usually, or something like that.
Oh,
Like the cook's uneven, like drastically uneven for me.
yeah.
most times.
Once I pulled the top off, it's like completely uncooked. God damn it.
Yeah, yeah. See, that's what I find is that it just cooks the top, cooks the top, cooks the top, and the rest of it doesn't get much. And right when I think I'm getting a cloud, because I'm like, oh, there's the vapor, it quickly gets roasty. And it's because all it's doing is really roasting the top without doing much of the rest of it.
You know what? I'm gonna try something a little different.
Come on, Troy.
I'm gonna heat it just like I did last time, but instead of going 3 seconds of normal heating after the click, I'm gonna give it 5 seconds of heating after the click, but I'm gonna go down below and heat the bowl.
Okay, I did that.
Don't tell me.
I heated the bowl. Yeah, good. I want to know what you think. I won't say, but Troy, can you put me on mute so you don't hear me, even though, but that would
No. All right.
Let's see how it goes. I'll tell you what I thought after you hit. Yeah.
That tastes like shit.
I heated the bowl once. That's what you get. And what's really weird is when you go in and look at it, for me, it was a ring around the outside, if I recall correctly. It reminded me of the switch.
Why does it taste so bad?
Because I think we've got decarb. No, I think we've got. What's the thing the switch did? The original switch. It was called. Fuck, guys. What's the word that the switch did to this stuff? It's when it's over combustion pyrolysis. Yeah, it's pyrolysis.
Yeah.
So, I think you got some pyrolysis. I really wanted to tell you too, but you
I should not have suppressed your. Yeah.
No, Jim, not paralysis, not that. Lamar has it there. Pyrolysis. What's up, Ralphie? If that's you, good to see you, bud.
That might be the worst thing I've tasted all year.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've tasted some bad things.
Oh, you mean of everything you've tasted, not just vape?
Everything I've tasted all year.
Well, all right, because you're adventurous. Right on. I want to see I want to see what you got there. I want to see if you got a ring around the collar that's that taste.
It came out. It's like charred. It's black. I mean, what's left?
Do we have to dab for that, or are you good?
I want to, because that was, dude. That is what I imagine my cat's asshole tastes like.
That's funny. All right, I gotta do this bowl first before we dab. But go. I want to see what you get out of that when you.
I want to go
scoop
brush
it
my
out.
teeth. And
Right?
then dab.
Hey, but listen,
But
I want to see if you got the whole bowl shitty or if it's green at the bottom. Like I want to see how uneven that shit is.
it's it's. I can't show you because it's all over my desk.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
you can tell me.
it's
Though.
mostly black, but there's some brown bits.
Okay, all right. So,
Yeah,
all right,
so it wasn't all the way black, if that's what you're asking about.
I'm gonna heat everywhere, like you said, but I'm not heating the bowl because I did that
God.
once. You do that once, folks.
That was like one of those weird phenomenons when, like, you chew on aluminum foil with a penny in your mouth or whatever, and I don't know. It's like, that didn't taste like my weed at all.
Right, that's funny.
Well, I'm both disappointed and relieved.
Tell me about that interesting shit. Yeah, I'm getting. I went well past and did some couple things, and I started to get some clouds. But it's now I get you. It's that real bitey, and now my stem is getting warm. But it's real bitey when you do get those clouds.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna dab, huh?
Yeah, we need to, man.
We should penalty dab for this whole segment, quite frankly.
Yep. Honestly.
I've been sent Dynavap ripoffs that it's always the performance that sucks about them. You know what I mean? Like that's why I thought mine might be defective. I was like, maybe it's defective. You know what I mean? Because I mean, if you told me it was a counterfeit, I go, I'm not surprised. Except it came from Dynavap. I know it did. So, gosh, all right, I'm done ripping on this thing.
I've been filtering like 4 out of 5 statements. Like, nah, that's just mean. Like, I'm trying not to be. I don't want to be mean about it. I don't need to be mean. I'm just disappointed. But how about that dab, or how about a flower? Can I do? I want to do a real flower bowl. A real flower bowl. A real bowl vape.
Right.
Sorry, not sorry.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm gonna pick a different strain here.
Oh, you know what we didn't do was hot hole this fucker. It's up at 700, just waiting for this. Do you want to do one more? Do you want to do a hot hole? Yeah, I don't either. What are we going to set it to now that it's up there so that we can put?
I turned mine off.
Oh, you did? All right, I'll just turn mine off. This everything I've plugged up to this motherfucker has just been heated up and turned off. This has been this is the Jeroops PID tonight.
How do you feel about fruity strains, Jerry?
I love them. They're some of my favorites. I love a sweet, fruity tasting, like a true one. And that's why when I get a good blueberry, I fucking love it.
I like fruity strains as well. And it seems like fruity strains have been getting a lot of hate lately. Like,
I didn't know that.
People are talking so much shit about everything being fruity nowadays.
Nice shutter. That does sound good.
I don't think everything is fruit. I mean, gelato, it isn't really fruity. It's kind of like fruits and dog shit, you know? Like
Still fruits, bro.
still fruit.
Oh, that's great, dude. Honestly, I think a lot of it is whatever's in your head. I know that you could give me something and tell me it's blueberry and I'm going to taste it, or you could tell me it's strawberry and I'll taste that instead. Like a lot of those fruity tastes are going to, I don't know that I can discern them enough on that one.
Okay.
I do like, I like the mint. I like the fruit. I just love the fruit. I like, usually the fruit, I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it before, but usually when I get fruity stuff, it's a nice daytime buzz. I get fruity stuff and I'm gonna be a little uppity, a little energetic, I think. And but good fruit, not the bad fruit. So grapefruit though. Grapefruit different. Grapefruit, I love the grapefruit stuff, and that usually puts me on my ass.
Dude, I love grapefruit taste as well.
Yeah, man. Grapefruit. Grapefruit fucks with me, man. The grapefruit terp fucks with me, whatever that one is. Are we packing a bowl here? I'm just sitting around
I
talking.
am. I need to get this taste out of my mouth, man.
All right. Let me take all this out and then get rid of this dirty grinder. Get my clean one back out of here again.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Who's hitting a bowl with us in the chat? Line them up in the chat, man. I mean, what do we do for bowls? Are we doing B's instead of D's or something? Or how's that work? I don't know. Big bowls.
Yeah, bees are fine.
B's are fine. Got some B's out there. Who's hooking us up? Max Sally's ahead of me, behind Troy on it. She said, grape is a good one. That's a good one as well. I like that.
I love grape. I think grape is probably my favorite.
I'm gonna go ace here, man. I haven't used this ace yet tonight.
That's what I went with the ace. Different kind of a hit there. Whereas that Uniballer was bitey and made my tonsils feel like they were wrapped in aluminum foil and salt water. This one, the terps bless my tongue and tonsils and throat on their way to my lungs, where they proceed to donkey punch my lungs and chest. It's like a chest hit. It's like, boom, bitches, we are here. We are THC and an army of cannabinoids and a fucking plethora of flavonoids and terpenes to rip your asshole out and treat you for dinner. Let's go.
Oh. Wow. That was good. That was a good reset there. I like that.
Yeah, boy.
We did that shit. Well, I'm looking forward to getting a new THC in, man, because the only reason I don't use it is because I want to use it in conduction mode, but that's where it falls out on me. So, or hybrid mode rather, hybrid, and whatever they want to call it, not the convection mode. And mine doesn't. This is the Founders Edition. So anyhow, yeah, I guess this thing's lining up maybe tomorrow, in the next couple of days, and you've got yours there already, I think, and at your box maybe. So I'm looking forward to that because that product works. Like, I like that one. That's a good one. Talk about that instead. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Mine falls out either way. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
Right
I'll
on.
be happy just to have one that stays in, hopefully.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did we cover everything on our list?
Yeah, bro.
Did we get high? Yeah, we did.
We got high. We went well over. We had a good time, which is great. Oh, we didn't talk about? We need to talk about this more often instead of just at the end of the fucking stream. We're giving away a Switch 2 next week. You got one more week left to go to our website and post a comment and follow a couple Instagram accounts, and we're gonna give away a Switch 2. Like, we've been giving away shit all the time here, man. So make sure you go there. All you gotta do is the simple instructions there. We got a whole review of the product there on the site. It's a dope little e-rig. But hit that up. You got 1 week. Go there and put in a comment, man. Want to hear from you on it.
Yeah. And after you do that, hit up our YouTube channel. We got a couple of Dr. Dabber videos that we put up, and they're age restricted, so YouTube's not going to show them to anybody. But go watch them and hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment.
Yeah, please, man. Those still got so held back. We're trying to break through and trying with different formats, because YouTube's always fucking with us. And I swear I didn't think those were going to be a problem for them. Like, I don't understand.
Yep. Anyway, Jerry, I am high as fuck, ready to go watch the next season of F1 Formula One Drive to Survive, or whatever it's just called on Netflix.
I got a new one?
Yeah, new season dropped.
Fuck. Cool. I love that show.
Yeah, me too. So well done.
Yeah, they know what they're doing, bro. They know how to do that. Okay, cool. Well, right. Well, then we'll be here next week, gang. And we're going to give somebody a Switch too. So don't just show up here next week without a chance for that.
Mm-hmm. Asking all them questions. Cool. All right, Jerry.
Let's do the new ending. You got the new ending in there somewhere?
You
probably just hit end stream and it probably just does it, right? You get
there's no ending set right now.
Yeah, gotcha.
The new ending here. All right. See you next Friday. Go on to troyandjerry.com to win yourself a Switch 2. Make sure you're up on Instagram, following Dr. Dabber as well. And that's it.
And use code Troy and Jerry everywhere. Good night, guys. We love you. We'll see you next week.